Good morning and welcome to Spring Trends on Western Spring Television, where we bring you what is trending, who is trending, why they are trending, and what people are saying about them. Don't forget to follow us on our social media handles on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Western Spring Television. My name is Emmanuel Ujadigile. Thank you so much for joining us. Now, for the first time in 12 years, a different political party flag will be flown at the government house in Osun State. Just yesterday, Senator Ademola Adeleke Nuruddin Jackson was sworn in as the 6th democratically elected governor of the state. Now, immediately after that swearing in, a lot of things happened. The governor made a number of executive orders that I would like to show you this morning. If you can see on your screen, you can see the governor giving his speech there. Now, what are people saying about that speech? Now, before I bring you what people are saying about that speech, let me show you some of the talking points, some of the things that the governor made as pronouncement yesterday while reading that speech. The first thing the governor said from paragraph 31 of his speech is, "Let me therefore announce an immediate return to status quo of all fresh appointments, placements, and other major decisions taken by the immediate past administration with effect from the 17th of July 2022. Also, paragraph 39 says, "Consequently, I hereby issue the following directives, which will be backed up with appropriate executive orders: an immediate freezing of all government accounts in banks and other financial institutions, immediate establishment of a panel to carry out an inventory and recover all government assets, and immediate establishment of a panel to review all appointments and major decisions of the immediate past administration taken after the 17th of July 2022. And interestingly, an immediate reversal of the constitutionally recognized name of our state, that's the state Osun State. All government insignia, correspondences, and signages should henceforth reflect Osun State rather than State of Osun, which is unknown to the Nigerian Constitution." Now let's go straight to the comments. What are people saying on social media about the new sheriff in town? What are the expectations? What are some of the criticisms that people are having for the Governor Ademola Adeleke? Oluseun Onigbinde says, "Congratulations, Governor Ademola Adeleke, wishing you a successful tenure. Please remember to put the people first at all times and work towards building a productive state that protects human dignity." And this is Akin Akinwale says, "Governor Ademola Adeleke said all major decisions taken from July 17, 2022 return to status quo. Oshogbo Iwo Ibadan Road Rehabilitation Contract, it was jointly awarded by Governors Oyetola and Makinde. Interesting times ahead." Interesting times ahead indeed. We hope to see what will happen. And this is from the Kabiyesi Olowo of Owokuta, Oba Adekunle Oyolude Makama. It says, "My kingdom and I felicitate with our Governor, Senator Nuruddin Jackson Ademola Adeleke. As you mount the saddle of leadership of our dear state, may God grant you the wisdom and strength to excel beyond expectations." Extract of your policy statements, local government reforms. I talked about some of the promises made by the government in terms of local government. And it says, "May God guard and help you, Mr. Governor, to implement your policies. May your tenure usher in peace and progress. Congratulations, Imole. Royalty is natural service to mankind." And on Facebook, this one says, "Abdulhamed Abdurrahman Ayotunde, this is what you aimed to become. Congratulations. God Almighty will surely ask you and your predecessor how you rule Osun." That feels like a threat to the governor. If you like, make false promises. God is waiting. May God give you power, strength, and good hearts to do well. Still on Facebook, Babatunde Oyinlade says, "God help you, sir. Please don't compromise, though, because we have heard more than this before from politicians." And just beneath it, Hindia Ori says, "I can see he has plans even before becoming the governor. I wish him the best." That's all from Facebook. And moving over to Instagram, Dan Pound says, "Dancing governor took his first executive order. A nice one. Dissolve everything like the military." This person has a specialty for dissolving things. Omo Onawo says, still on Instagram, "This man will develop that state, Sha. A happy man is always with a good heart. You see him dancing all the time, smiling. Trust me, with such man, you can turn your back and be safe." That's still, that was on Instagram. And now back to Facebook. Unsu Francis Olorunwa says, "Your primary objectives are priorities and other improvements are your record-breaking. Kindly govern with fear of God and carry everyone along irrespective of tribes, religions, and party. And also remember that it is God that gives power to whosoever he wishes." Congratulations. So back to Twitter. Demika Batified says, "With the swearing in of Ademola Adeleke and some of the decisions he announced, I can confidently say that Osun State is now slowly on reverse gear. Government is supposed to be a continuum, but it's like Adeleke wants to play to the gallery, and I pity the people of Osun because it looks okay now. Now, you can't have positive comments every time. That's coming from someone who obviously doesn't agree with the new governor. Peter Chuki on Instagram says, after what happened in Anambra, Baba frees the account. Nigeria must be better. You know, say billions fit waka. Yes, of course, back to Twitter. Cappuccino. This Ademola Adeleke is just a free and happy man. I doubt if he has any problem. Osun people go enjoy this man by God's grace. Bad people no go mislead him. Imole. That's the insignia of Governor Ademola Adeleke. And this is coming from Francis Adeboye Oyetola, and APC boys didn't expect this day to come, but God is not dead. Ademola Adeleke is officially the 6th executive governor of Osun State. Bello Odunayo Christiana says, congrats to you, sir, and a big congratulations to we, the people of Osun them. I pray and hope your tenure bring good tidings to us. The wisdom, knowledge, and understanding needed by us, by you as a leader, shall greatly be granted unto you. Osun Adara, Ikmile Osun Ibaje, proudly Osun breed. And there you can see the picture of Senator Ademola Jackson Nuruddin Adeleke, the executive governor of Osun State. Now, away from the executive governor, let's go over to his immediate past predecessor, Governor Oyetola. Now, yesterday, after Governor Adeleke was sworn in, Governor Oyetola put out a statement on social media. I'd like to show you some of the things that Governor Oyetola said. He said a lot of things, but I picked 5 points for you to look into this morning. He says, number one, he left behind a total sum of 14 billion naira cash in the state's coffers. That's what the governor is saying. Number two, 8 billion naira expected between December and January from performance in state fiscal transparency, accountability and sustainability, and the IGR. Plus $72 million from RAMP 3, NG Cares, Nigeria for Women project, and ease of doing business. Number three, the outgone governor said he successfully paid 97 billion naira from the total debt inherited in 2018 when he assumed office, and he brought about astronomical increase in GDP of the state. Number four, he said he did not take any loan, any bank loan facility, but benefited from 3 billion naira monthly intervention from the federal government to all the state for 6 months. That's what the governor is saying, the outgone governor. And he looks forward to continue to govern Osun and believes that he shall be back soon. Now let's go to what people are saying on Facebook. Right Honorable Adejinle says, Alhamdulillah, no one has it all. You have tried your best, though. No government can satisfy its people. I wish Baba better and fruitful life after leaving office. I think he will use this medium to adjust when there's another opportunity to serve. This is coming from Dr. Ademola Bayonle, who was a candidate of the YPP in the July 16 governorship election. It says, power is transient. Farewell. That's quoting the speech. Oh, wow. And you can see on your screen there, as someone just put up a picture of Osun, and Osun made a helicopter. It says, Iragbiji way. That means the governor should take this helicopter back to his hometown of Iragbiji. Well, that's not the governor waving. That's someone else waving there. But this person, 2020, Wicked OG2 says, Iragbiji way, replying to Governor Adegboyega Oyetola. Otto Mirak says, increased IGR by 100%. No single loan from the bank and financial institutions, yet paid 97 billion debt from previous administration. Like he said, his tenure isn't over. This is just an eclipse of the sun. I must remind you that in Governor Oyetola's speech yesterday, he said that he looks forward to coming back to Osun to govern, and that it's just a matter of time before he returns. Do not forget that the case is in court. Governor Oyetola is challenging the declaration of Governor Ademola Adeleke, who was declared by INEC as winner of the July 16th governorship elections. We'll go back to the comments now. Speak It Forth says, I'm sure this will be a great lesson to you, if only you humble yourself and learn. Power is transient. Today, you are no longer called governor, but former, and there's no immunity and all the executive treatment anymore. So learn to serve the people well when given an opportunity. That is an advice for all politicians. Power is transient. Today you are there, tomorrow you are no longer there. Now the governor, Governor Oyetola, will be referred to as a former governor, and he will no longer have executive treatment, according to what this person is saying on social media. Back to Facebook, Akimbote Adenike Ayode says, thank you, my governor, for a successful tenure. I believe you are coming back stronger. You're stepping aside just to let Osun people know the difference between a mere dancer and administrator, sir. God be with you. Let the Dende Joe that Osun people vote for not turn to something else before you come back, sir. As on Facebook, Benson Olumoroti Bawe says, in the next few weeks, Osun people will learn the real good, the difference between the two choices they have made. You have done your best, the most humble politician of our time. You are indeed a rare gem. God bless you and make your desires come true. Still on Facebook, Ayeko Uto Otito Ni Yoleke says, Your Excellency, I warned and told you about 2 years ago that you are in glass house and that you should take things easy. I even said, Baba Jeje Omo Lemamu, I want chief's aides and entourage Toeni. I think he's trying to say that some of the aides of Governor Itola were deceiving him, that he warned Governor Itola 2 years ago. Congrats so far. I wish you well at your endeavors. But still on Facebook, Omishoyolaitan Unit says, former Osun State Governor, with all the write-ups, you can't wish incoming governor well. Osun rejected you and voted you out. After election, you showed us your true color. I hope I got that correctly. Badamosi Rashid Moshebola says, we really appreciate you, sir, but we don't need you again as Osun governor. Thanks. And now back to Twitter before we go. Ustad Tasiu says, farewell, Your Excellency. You tried your best, but the people of Osun collectively agreed that your best wasn't much. I wish you best of luck in your next endeavor. You can try business or farming. That's quite some advice for the outgoing governor. You can try business or farming, but we do wish Governor Adegboyega Itola well in all of his next endeavors. Thank you for staying with us on Spring Trends on Western Spring Television. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media handles on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at Western Spring Television. You can follow me on Twitter at EM Ujadugele. My name is Emmanuel Ujadugele. Have a wonderful one day.